We are here as members of Sacred Strings Records Incorporated. Somebody say amen.
Amen.
And also, long story short, we exist to preserve and promote and archive the African American steel guitar tradition that began in Mother Tate's Church, better known today as Sacred Steel, in which we were in Macon, Georgia last weekend, my wife and I, Brother Kashia Hunter and the ATL crew. For those of you who know them, they had their first live Sacred Steel CD recording. So we flew down there to make them a presentation also. We try to keep up with, if we don't keep up with ourselves, who do you expect to do it?
All right.
And so the whole premise of preserving this history is so that it can be recognized, not only in the church, but also in the history books. When I first set out to do this, everybody ain't always happy about what God gives you. Amen. And so a lot of people weren't happy about it, but I talked to Bishop Hall, I talked to Pastor Beard, I talked to a lot of the legends. I talked to the people that play the music. That's who I talked to. And asked them how they felt about it, and they were all on board. And I say all the time that because of these young men, these legends, and these Hall of Fame Sacred Steel players, they have legitimized the thing that we are trying to do in Toledo. So I'm very grateful and thankful for that. We came to make a presentation to the pastor and bishop. We want to, we've done the same thing with other pastors and bishops that play music in the church because they have had appreciation services before. This is our first opportunity to come here and do this. This is an 18 by 24 portrait of Bishop Ronnie Hall playing in Toledo, Ohio, one of our Sacred Strings showcase concerts.
All right.
Amen. You like that? Yeah. Okay. Bishop, we want you to have that. And I also want to show you something else. I was talking to the Lord about a logo, because when you're marketing something, you need something to be recognizable. And so I was looking through a lot of the photos. You see, we take a lot of pictures. I was looking through one of the photos, a lot of the photos, and I ran across one. The Lord said, that's it. So I didn't bring these to sale, but they are for sale. I just want to show you what I'm talking about. Our last, we have God has blessed us to have a TV program in Toledo. It's called The Best of Sacred Steel TV, and it airs on a cable station every Friday night. And a lot of the product that we have been selling, on the cover, it looks like this. You see these hands on here. This is just one of about 4 or 5 of them. And so I talked to Bishop Hall one day. I said, "Man, you mind if I use your hands on some of the product?" He said, "Man, use anything of me that you want." I said, "Amen, amen, brother." So we have another. We want Bishop Hall to have this. Awesome. Amen. This is history.
Amen.
History in the making.
Amen.
He's a living legend.
Amen.
Thank God for his contribution and his dedication to the Sacred Steel tradition. I think I have one more. I was raised in a jewel to me, and my grandmother was my pastor, and she always taught us you never go to the prophet empty-handed. You go bearing gifts. So we came bearing some gifts.
Amen.
Okay, we have a monetary gift for Bishop, and we also have, this is just the month of May of our TV programs, and Bishop Hall is on here. A lot of the different steel guitar players, Calvin Cook, Elder Ted Beard, the Campbell brothers, all of them, all of them that wanted to be recorded. This will be our 5th year doing this. August 23rd and 24th will be our next Sacred Steel concert in Toledo. August 23rd and 24th. Will you give that back to me?
23rd. August 23rd and 24th.
All right, well, make sure you're paying attention. If you're not busy, you know what? There's some pastors in here that have steel guitar players that have not been represented, that would like to be represented and go down in the history books with what we're doing. Inspire them to come. Support them. Give them a couple dollars to come on down to Toledo and be a part of this great thing that God is doing with the Sacred Steel movement. Amen?
Amen.